Hello viewers, this is Bami and Deji from Positive Duo. The topic we're going to be talking about today is...
I'm not comfortable with my husband's friend, and so basically we've discussed this, and what it is that a lot of people think they can be your spouse's very good friend without having any dealings with you. And I have issues with this. Every husband should protect their wife, every wife should protect her husband, and you should protect each other's best interest. Because why should you have a best friend or have a very good friend who does not like your wife or does not like your husband? What's the point? And the truth is, sometimes people do these things and they think that the other person should just deal with it. I know certain people who think, well, I could just be Deji's friend or very good friend and not relate to Bami. That is not on. That is so not on. And so, you know, what's your
most
take?
of the men, we don't really see anything wrong in you know, obviously having friends like female friends, but most of the women, they can see from afar, trying to sense some dangers that, you know what, I don't think you need to, I don't know this lady, that happens to be your friend or whatever, and I don't know anything about her, and yeah, so it depends, because I mean, left to men, we don't see anything wrong in it. We just see them as, friends or something like that. But, we should be sensitive to our, wives. If the wives are saying that, this is the kind of relationship that I'm not really comfortable with, we should be able to respect the opinion of our wife.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, after God, you have to put your family first. And if you're having kind of like a friendship that, your wife is not really being supportive, of, I mean, there's nothing wrong in you trying to, kind of like, limit it, or you let your wife realize that, oh, this is the kind of relationship that I'm having with this lady. Maybe we just talk about this or that. But my opinion is that, as men, I believe that your wives, you should be, comfortable with any friend that you have, and your friends as well, they should be able to relate to your wives. But just like I said earlier on, as men, most of the time we don't see anything wrong in having female friends, because at times coming from a pure heart. But at the end of the day, if your missus is still trying to say that I'm still not comfortable with this, in order to avoid some issues, maybe enjoying her own sleep wherever she is, and you are arguing with your wife on a matter that you should not even be arguing over, in the first place.
Yes.
So I think there should be kind of like a balance between the two.
Yeah, I personally think that you need to draw boundaries. You need to define the boundaries. I don't feel comfortable with my husband having a friend who's a female friend. I think any friend really, who still calls them like really late at night, it's just not on. It's just something that it's just not right. It's not acceptable. Also, so, my husband has had female friends. You've had female friends in the past who I noticed that, or I sense that they don't like me. So, and the truth is, when people don't like you, they can't pretend. It's written all over their face. Even sometimes, some people think, well, when I see the person, I'm just going to smile. You can see that the smile is so cold and it's so unreal. And why should you want to be friends with my husband and not like me? And all the time you're trying to bypass me to get to my husband. That ain't on. So, if you're going to be friends with somebody else's spouse, because we're one, the Bible says that two shall become one. Now that we're one, if you want to be friends with my husband, you need to be friends with me as well. We have to be cool. If we're not cool, you ain't getting to my husband. So I'm speaking for this person who asked the question that they're not comfortable with their husband's friend. So I think every spouse should draw a boundary. There should be a boundary that you've set. So once you set the boundary, then there won't be any problem.
Yeah, the same thing goes for women as well.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be just the men alone.
Oh yeah.
So the same thing goes for the women, that you don't want your wives to be having some kind of like strange friends out there, because you don't even know the kind of advice that they are giving to your wives. And if the women allow that familiarity to become so strong between them and their friends, they've just been saying some things that they shouldn't have discussed with any third party outside of the marriage.
True.
And that's not meant to be. It shouldn't be happening at all. So yeah, I think it's like both ways, not just the men, the women as well.
Yeah.
So we should be able to kind of like, whatever your spouse wants, just discuss and deliberate about it. And at the end of the day, you know, just us try to
Just
come
make
around.
them happy. Let your wife be happy. Let your husband be happy. Yeah. So thanks for watching. God bless you.
You in my life.